The parties working together to take forward an inclusive government of national unity have embraced a statement, quote unquote, of intent of the 2024 Government of National Unity, which outlines foundational principles, a basic minimum program of priorities and modalities of the GNU. Parties continue to make inputs into the GNU Statement of Intent in order to reflect the broad consensus that should characterize its formation and modalities. The Statement of Intent categorically places the needs of South African people first, as expressed in the proposed minimum program for the 7th administration, including the focus on economic inclusion, industrialization, transformation and job creation, protection of workers and women's rights, improving and extending basic services, and tackling the high cost of living, investing in people through education, skills and health, the fight against corruption and crime, and progressive foreign policy that reflects our national values and interests. Above all, parties to the JNU agrees that as we enter the next decade of freedom, we must work together and move decisively to tackle the triple challenges of poverty, unemployment, and inequality. As a precondition for a non-racial, non-sexist, united, democratic, and prosperous South Africa, the parties have made a commitment to an all-inclusive national dialogue process with parties, civil society, labor, business, and other sectors to discuss critical challenges facing the nation. The national dialogue process will seek to develop a national social compact that enables the country to meet the overarching aspirations of the National Development Plan, to eliminate poverty and significantly reduce inequality towards 2030. The ANC in the coming days will continue engagement with all parties as we move towards the steps to form the government of national unity. As has already been announced, the President will be inaugurated on the 19th of August 2024 and thereafter will announce an inclusive GNU cabinet. All these positive developments of the past 2 days have brought huge relief and a renewed sense of hope across the length and breadth of our beloved country, South Africa. We have demonstrated that we are ready to set aside our political differences, find innovative ways to work together in the interests of the people of our nation and our people as a whole. We will do more together, working with all political parties and listening to the people of South Africa through their formations in civil society and broadly, even through the media, about their interest and their criticism and constructive criticism of government and the direction we are taking as political formations in the country. Yesterday, we have reached a major breakthrough by electing a parliament after the election. Despite our differences and despite the opposition even from within, we have shown maturity to the world that South Africa indeed is not a failed democracy. It is maturing and it is at a level of the advanced democracies in the African continent and the world. And Nelson Mandela was smiling on us yesterday that the vision set from the inception of 1994 as a foundation of moving South Africa forward in the manner in which he has done at that particular moment is still alive even today. This country is full of possibilities, and this was a moment to be celebrated by everyone. And for that, we say, long live South Africa, long live. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Just in order to be able to support colleagues, I am going to ask that to identify ourselves. I'll start at the back this time around, and then I will also come and zigzag to a zebra this side to SABC. Over to you, my brother.
Hi, good morning, SG and DSG. Paul Becchiota from Bloomberg. You've told us about the whole situation at the moment, but actually, this election, although the ANC remains the largest party, it's been photoshopped. So could you give us some idea about what the ANC as a party has to do now? You've got some outstanding issues such as a disciplinary hearing with former President Zuma. Is that going to go ahead? And then could you tell us about how the party is going to regroup and that after this election, and what its plans are as the party itself, not necessarily as one of the party of government. Thank you.
Thank you very much, SABC.
Mr. Chimamba, SABC. I'd just like more details on this national dialogue process that you say you're going to be embarking on. What is precipitating it? Are you basically saying that you don't know what the priorities of South African people are at this point in time? How long will be the process? How is it going to be institutionalized? How are the recommendations going to be implemented? Just give us some of those details.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to proceed to two more hands. Sunday Wells, my sister over here.
Thank you very much, Ms. Matleng. And good afternoon to everyone. My name is Mawandi from Sunday Wells. Apologies for my voice. I caught some cold last night.
Stop to.
Yeah. No, I wasn't waiting exactly. Anyway, see, can you please clarify South Africans as to the parties that are part of, there seems to be a bit of confusion about the actual parties. Can you name the parties individually that have signed on the dotted line, not people who have agreed informally, and then also clarify parties that were invited but refused by name. And then secondly, a final point from my side, as you say here, to go to direct, you say despite opposition even from within, which is an obvious fact because you admit to it. There are those from within the ANC who say that this decision is effectively a tombstone to the ANC, in that the ANC will be swallowed, the ANC will be bullied and dominated by the DA. You will never recover from this. What is your comment on that?
Thank you very much, Sunday World. Over to you, Susie.
Anastasia Mkobu, Jacaranda FM News. SG, there were concerns from alliance partners, particularly SNCP, in relation to working with the DA. Have you